reputation as a counter-attacking team, but they do have plenty of venom in their fangs up top. Steps into center mid, and at the expense of the forward Lebo Motiba, who has to wait his turn on the bench. Yep. In place of Juan Bernat and Neymar making his season debut at the expense of the youngster Adil Auchiche.
Do not.
Amory Delarue. Lara floats it in. It's at the right flank. They've doubled up the fullbacks on the right. Mohamed Simakan, who played as a center back. Sissoko. Ajork. Thomasson. Kenny Lala.
Out of 4, knocked out of Europe. And they're already playing survival football, so absolute contrasting position.
Carol. Jiku has that poked free. Neymar must redeem himself. That was also the cover of L'Equipe in France.
Well, it's an easy way to do it.
Nearly a goal per game in his 2 seasons in Liga as Neymar. For Neymar. Not that he should be showing any rust, Neymar. He was brilliant. Strength in numbers for Strasbourg, but now Neymar trying to serve. Intercepted by Verratti. Here's Neymar. A few whistles, sputtering. The through ball intended for Sarabia. Shielded well by Simakan. Well, you've got to love this. There were a few whistles there for Neymar, but prior to that, in his previous touch, instead of whistles and jeers for Neymar, there was singing and praise for Edinson Cavani, who's not playing a part in today's game.
And who's bumped heads with Neymar in the past, so needs a moment of magic.
That could be the man to provide it, but Neymar brought down by Bas and Mauro Icardi. But the acquisition of Senegal's Idrissa Gueye was an absolutely fantastic injury in Thomasson.
Yeah, those sort of signings go unnoticed, don't they? Because all the focus is on Neymar, and you can chuck in Pablo Sarabia.
Flag is down, trying to surprise side that finished runners-up in the Africa Cup of Nations. The ball swung in. Choupo-Moting's header, just over a wing player, but more of a center attacking midfield number 10. Here he comes. Had an option to. Here's Thiago Silva. Down the middle, it's a clever Carol. Nearly cross, looking for Ajork. Agba. And there's some pressure, a little slack pass that time by Mohamed Simakan.
Every way they can take a bit of a breather and look to create their own attacks. Ooh, that look for
Neymar. Instead of the boot as he finds Sarabia wide, swung in for Choupo-Moting. 2 players sliding in. Moting wrong side of the net and out for a goal kick.
Good ball in there. Choupo-Moting got too many defenders around him, as you said. I was keeping an eye on Neymar, thinking could he have pulled it back to Neymar. Have a look, Neymar's free there. Goes into Choupo-Moting, has got 2 players. So it was Di Maria who was free.
Crowded final third for Strasbourg as they keep 5 defenders back and 1 or 2. Heel by Neymar. Here's Sarabia into the box. It's a crowded Jiku. Carol. Good leading ball forward just beyond the reach of Ibrahim. Verratti delivers back post. No trouble for this. Di Maria on his right. Laid off for Thiago Silva. It looked as though there was an opening there for Di Maria. Maybe just didn't have Italian football, but he has been a mainstay of PSG's 11, whomever the manager happens to be. Lara in swinger toward the back post and no one there to meet it. It's what?
I'm not sure there is.
There's only one more expensive. That's Manchester City. Sarabia trying to direct Route 1 football now from Strasbourg. This could be promising. It's Thomasson on the front foot. Just cut out. City, the first ever billion-euro club in terms of the active squad. 25-year-old could be a big part of that back three. This is promising now for Strasbourg. It's Ajork. It's parried by keylor Navas, forced into action for the first time.
There we go. keylor Navas, one of the top goalkeepers in the world, and this is why Ajork hits it fairly well. Keeper tips it around the post. Doesn't knock it out into danger. Gets it away. Wonder how people at Real Madrid are going to feel.
It's a heavy pass from Ajork. Outswinger toward the near post. Mitrovic got a touch. Just chased down. It's a fortunate bounce for Strasbourg.
Leaving Sevilla must have been tough, but with PSG you got a chance to win big trophies. It might not happen, but who's to say he wouldn't be super excited to see Neymar, either for good or bad reasons.
Quickly restarted, floated forward. It's Di Maria. And to fight his way through a challenge. Verratti popping up in all sorts of places, leading Kurzawa forward. That's just poked away by Simakanu. Scrambles back into action. Corner kick for Paris.
Good defending by Simakanu there. He had to get that absolutely right, otherwise that was a penalty. Look there, just before Kurzawa could touch it. He gets his boot in. Look at them, listen to the boos for Neymar.
Forward for the run of Neymar. Dealt with by Mitrovic.
Thomas Tuchel with never
Influential players. Right at the transfer deadline. Jonas Martin was in the prime of his career.
They didn't score, so that's a moot point.
Or to play in Paris. Here's Diallo getting forward. Seen on the last other Parisian, Konedi. Ivorian international, was born in Paris. Well, given just enough space to deliver across, but keeps it on the ground. Well, driven in, only as far as
Berg. They've got the personnel on the pitch they really wanted there. Let's see if they can deliver.
Kurzawa. PSG 3. They did sign Andre Herrera on a free transfer from Manchester United. Here's another ex-United. There's Verratti. Here's Diallo. This is Diallo's move to the left-back spot. Kimpembe is just behind.
Has to be careful. He's on a yellow. If he mistimes one of those little friendly tackles, he could get a second yellow.
Looking for the opening. Just able to get there was Kone. And a double pivot, which allows Kenny Lala to get forward on occasion.
Well, there's an easier way to say
that. Directly relegated to Liga. Sarabia has to go himself, deflected off of Kenny Lala. And a full debut for keylor Navas in goal. Di Maria gets in behind, square ball in. Mitrovic.
Oh, great skills.
Spins Sissoko into a knot. Still Neymar now. A couple of yellow cards given in that first half. Jean Bellegarde for Strasbourg, leaving Kurzawa in stoppage time for PSG. Here's Sissoko.
It's so difficult to play. Look at the white shirts, hunting. But, oh, was he top three? Possibly.
Jiku flights it forward, looking for a Jork, brought down expertly a Jork by Bellegarde. Kurzawa. Early cross looping in toward the back post and
uncertainty between goalkeeper and defense. Keep it low so the keeper can't come, and then you might get some joy.
Alan Dagba working here against Carol. Leaves it off for Sarabia. Sarabia, the look-away pass. Both absent today. Verratti leading Di Maria forward. The early cross toward the back post. No one making the run. Quicker ball movement now from PSG. Lobbed, goal-bound by Di Maria. Was quickly collapsed on. Here's Bellegarde. Now Neymar, again on his right. Neymar looking for an opening. Neymar into the area. Wide for Diallo. Good cross to the center. And Neymar! Oh! That's how you announce yourself back at the club. A spectacular goal from Neymar. Stardust football from the world's most expensive footballer, and it may have just won it for Paris.
It's won it for Paris, no doubt, and it's won the crowd over. We said he had to score. Didn't mean one of the best goals we've seen all season. Absolutely brilliant. The pressure paid off, but that is pure genius.